tips for the modern person. This book is about Jesus' prayer techniques, how to have a happy marriage, how to maintain harmony in a family, how to navigate today's challenging world as a Christian, how to balance work and spiritual life, and even prepare for the end times. Available on Amazon. Saint Paisios of Mount Athos. About Family, Part 2. I replied, "Brother, God has seen your patience, your kindness, your love, and He has given you consolation. That is why I say that lay people judge us. Do you see what is happening? An American doctor, the owner of such a wife, such conditions, such an environment, and you see what he deserved? Families are falling apart today for nothing, and so pitiful children of such families are suffering. Those who are sensitive and unable to endure adversity will be disappointed. Some of them even suicide. Some start drinking to forget the ordeal. A third group will be addicted to drugs. How many drug addicts were last summer in my Hattis Kaliva? Most of these unfortunate are the children of ruined families. You know them from afar. There is a jar full of lucum near my hut. When the children of such a family come, they take a piece of lucum from the pot and start eating it. This time I am coming out of hut. They see me and do not even finish eating sweets. They run to me to kiss me. Their hands are covered with the sugar dust of lucum. The children are deprived of love and care. It makes no difference to them whether they have parents or not, whether the father comes home or not, whether they live with them or not. Nothing changes for these unfortunates. Holy Father, one of the young men going to get married, asked me what kind of the beginning of family life can be considered correct. First, he needs to try to find a girl who will be close to his heart, because each person's heart sees in its own way. Some feel close to one person, while others feel close to another. He should not expect his fiancée to be rich and beautiful, but first of all, to be adorned with simplicity and humility. So most attention should be paid to the future spouse's inner beauty, not appearance. If a woman is reliable and endowed with manhood, but no more than it suits a woman's character, it will significantly help her future husband overcome all difficulties with her in complete mutual understanding and not suffer from constant headaches. However, if a woman has a fear of God and humility, then they will be able to cross the evil river of this village hand in hand. If a bride and a groom make every effort and can maintain their purity until the sacrament of marriage is performed, that is, before a priest crowns them, they will receive abundant divine grace. Because as St. John Chrysostom says, crowns are a sign of victory over passions in the mystery of marriage. And then the spouses have to generate the virtue of love with all their efforts, so that the two may always be in a union and that the third be present with them continually, our sweet Christ. Of course, the newlyweds family may run into some difficulties until they get to know each other properly and their life gets back to normal. Such a thing can happen at the beginning of any case. A few days ago, I observed one of the chicks. It first flew out of the nest to get food. The wretch could not catch the insects and flee from the ground to the height of 1 inch. Thus, it lost an entire hour before catching a teeny insect. While watching, I thought that starting any business is not an easy thing to do. After receiving a diploma and starting work, a university graduate will experience some difficulties at work, and every obedient experiences difficulty at the beginning of his monastic life. Also, the family couple has been experiencing some complications from the moment they started living together. Once a man came to me in the cell complaining that the constant conflicts with his wife made him too nervous, and I realized that nothing serious was going on between them. This man has cockroaches in his head and his wife has hairs. That is why they cannot agree. A little bit of cutting is necessary for both of them. Take 2 unhewn boards. One in one place has bows, and the second in the other. And if we try to put them together in this state, we will end up with cracks. But if each board is cut precisely as they need, they will fit together perfectly. But for this, you need to cut both with a single sharpener. I cannot find a common language with my wife. We are completely mismatched people. She is a different person. How does God allow such inconsistencies to occur? Cannot He arrange things so that the spouses have the same characters and therefore live a spiritual life? Some husbands often ask me, but I answer, do not you realize there is a divine harmony in the different personalities? Exactly various qualities create harmony. Imagine if you and your wife had the same traits. May God protect you. Imagine if both of you were easily offended. There would be no stone left in your house. Or if both spouses had an equally mild, modest character. Would that help them? If neither you nor your spouse would give snow in the winter to anyone, then you would be suitable for each other, but both of you would go to hell together and suffer forever. Would that be useful to them? Or what if both of you were spendthrifts? Would you be able to run a household? You would blow up all your possessions and leave your children in the open air.